Hello dear students, the main topics which we are going to discuss in these chapters are electric charge, lightning and earthquake. Lightning and earthquake are the common natural phenomena that occur in the nature. Okay, so let's start with the electric charge. We have learned that the force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is known as the electrostatic force. This we have already learned in the chapter force. So in this chapter, we are going to see some more details of the electric charge and the electrostatic force. So how a body is get charged. There are different methods are there for charging a body. So out of these all methods, charging by rubbing is the common method and it is very easy to charge by rubbing. So for example, we can take when a plastic refill is rubbed with a polythene, it acquires a small electric charge. Similarly, when a plastic comb is rubbed with dry hair, it acquires a small charge. These are the some examples which we can show that and a body can be charged by rubbing. These objects are called charged object. Once the object is get charged or acquire charge, then we will call it as charged objects. Clear? So this experiment we have already done in the chapter force, so we are not going to discuss again that. Let's take some materials to make charging by rubbing process. Okay, so first I am going to take the refill and polythene or woolen cloth. If we rub refill with the polythene or woolen cloth, after the rubbing, take a small pinch of paper, then just check it whether this piece of paper is attracted toward the refill. We can observe that it is attracted towards the refill. It is because of that refill is charged. Not only refill, both objects get charged. Clear? Similarly, if we take the combination of balloon and polythene or woolen cloth like that, then also we can observe the same result. Okay, but if we take the eraser and rub with any wool or any other object, we can observe that it does not attract. The reason is that eraser and wool do not get charged during the rubbing. Clear? The last we are taking a steel spoon. It is a metallic object. Here also we are going to rub this steel spoon with the polythene or woolen cloth. In this case also we can observe that this after rubbing the piece of paper is not get attracted towards the steel spoon. The reason is that steel spoon is not get charged. Because in case of steel spoon, why it is not charged? Because okay, steel spoon is a metallic object. Because of that it is not easily get charged by the rubbing. Actually, there is a generation of charges on the steel spoon during the rubbing, but the generated charge flows through the steel surface and finally it will flows through the body to the ground. Because steel spoon is a metallic object, it is a good conductor of electricity. Therefore, there is no accumulation of charge. Because of that, a piece of paper is not get attracted towards the steel spoon. Now, what are the different types of charges and how they interact? Okay, charges occur in nature in two forms. Conventionally, we will call it as negative and positive charges. There are two types of charge. Okay, and the two objects have similar charge or like charges always interact by repelling each other. While in case of two objects have unlike charges, one is positive or one is negative, they interact by attracting each other. Okay, so this is the types of charges and how they interact. And it is a convention to call that charge acquired by a glass rod when it is rubbed with silk is positive. The other kind of charge is said to be negative. So we can take this as a standard scale to understand the type of charge which is formed on an object by rubbing. Charge acquired by glass rod when it is rubbed with silk as positive. Okay, so we are taking the charge acquired by the glass rod when it is rubbed with a silk is positive. Then the other kind opposite charge will be negative. Clear? So how can we choose this standard convention? Bring a charged object closer to a glass rod. Okay, rubbed with the silk. That means the glass rod already charged. Okay, if it attracts to the glass, then the charge of the object is negative. Why? Because the charge of glass rod is positive that we already have decided. That is by convention we already decided charge of glass rod is positive. Therefore, if it is attract to the glass rod, then the charge of object is should be negative because opposite charges or unlike charges attract. But if it is repelled from the glass rod, then the charge of object is positive. So this is the standard convention which we can use to find the nature of the all charged object. Clear? Then what is electroscope? Electroscope is a device used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not. It is not used to detect the nature of the charge. It is just used to check or test whether an object is carrying charge or not, or an object is charged or not. Okay, how it is working? Clear. So let's see the structure of the electroscope. This is the structure of electroscope. Okay, here one cardboard board is there and one paper clip, then two aluminum foils. Okay, and when a charged object touch with the end of paper clip, this is the charged refill, and if it is touched with the paper clip, the aluminum foil strip receive the same charge from the charged body through the paper clip. Okay, so this two aluminum foils receive the same charge from this charged body through the paper clip. Then the strip carrying the similar charges which each repel each other. Okay, and they become wide open. So when this charge getting, because same charges are flowing through here, and it is aluminum foil receive the same kind of charge, and this both the foil carrying the same charge, because of that reason it repels each other and become wide open. Clear. So we can identify that object carrying a charge. Even in case of negative charge also, this both aluminum foil acquires negative charge or receive negative charge. Then also there will be repulsion. Clear. So we cannot determine the nature of the charge. We can just determine, or we can just test whether an object is charged or not by using electroscope. This very easy to construct it. You can construct in your home itself. Just you require one cardboard piece and one paper clip, then two aluminum strips, any plastic or glass jar, which should be transparent to see the movement of the aluminum foil. Clear. Then we are going to discuss the topic lightning, because now we have learned that by rubbing two objects can be charged. So lightning is a phenomena which deals with the electric discharge. On the light of the knowledge which we have got about the electric charge, now we can learn more detail about the lightning phenomena. What is lightning? It is a high energy luminous electrical discharge that passes between a cloud and a point on the surface of Earth. That can be passed between the cloud and point on the surface of Earth. That is one possibility. Or between two charged clouds. Or between two oppositely charged layers of the same cloud. There are three possibilities there. Okay. Ultimately, it is an electric discharge. It is not normal electric discharge which we have seen in case of electrical transmission. It is high energy luminous electrical discharge. It can be between a cloud and point on the surface of Earth, or between two charged clouds, or between oppositely charged layers of the same cloud. These are the three main possibilities to occur the lightning. So we are discussing only these. Okay. Then in general, the upper part of the cloud are positively charged and the lower parts are negatively charged. We will discuss how this charge formation occur in detail. So in general, the upper parts of the clouds are positively charged and lower cloud parts are negatively charged. Okay. And the average current in a lightning stroke is all about 10,000 amperes. Ampere is a unit of electric current. You know, the electric current which is flowing through our household circuit is about 2 ampere to 20 ampere. Okay. So you just imagine the strength of the electric current which delivered during the lightning process, which is almost 5,000 times of the normal electric current which we are using in our household purpose. The strength of the electric current during the electrical discharge is very much strong beyond our imagination. But it will last only for a fraction of a second. Now we can go for discussing how this lightning formation occurs. During the development of a thunderstorm, the air current moves upward while the water droplets move downward. Okay, so you can see here, during the development of thunderstorm, water droplets move downward while the air molecules move upward. And this vigorous movement causes the separation of charges. That means it's actually a rubbing process. Clear? So there is a separation of charges, and the positive charges collect near the upper edge of the clouds, and the negative charges accumulate near the lower edge of the clouds. So now the charges accumulated in the cloud. Clear? And one more thing is that there is an accumulation of positive charges near the ground also. So near to the ground, there is an accumulation of positive charge. So because near the lower edge of the clouds, there is an accumulation of negative charge. Because of that, near to the ground, there is an accumulation of positive charge. Clear? Then let's see how this discharge occurs. Okay. Here, when the accumulator charges become very large, the air is a normally poor conductor of electricity is no longer able to resist the airflow. That means we all know that air is a poor conductor of electricity. But when the accumulator charges become very large, air becomes good conductor of electricity due to the ionization process. When air has become good conductor of electricity, then these positive charges and negative charges flows towards each other and meet. And during the meeting of this charge, that means during the electric discharge, produces a streaks of bright light and sound. Because during the electric discharge, some of the electrical energy is released in the form of light and sound. This is called electric discharge, and this is we are seeing as lightning process. Clear? Okay, so this is the scientific explanation we can give to the explanation of lightning formation. Then there are different types of lightning. Already I told you that. First one is cloud to cloud lightning. Lightning occurs between the cloud and ground. Here you can see this is the cloud to ground lightning. The lightning strikes occurs between cloud and ground. Okay, this is the dangerous type of lightning which occurs very rare. Okay, if it is occurs means the area which is near to the ground will be in danger zone. So if these types of lightning occurs, we should be very careful. The second type is that cloud to cloud lightning or intercloud lightning. The lightning occurs between cloud and cloud. Here you can see that this lightning strike occurs between two charged clouds, oppositely charged clouds. Clear? That is the second type. This is the most common type of lightning occur. During the thunderstorm, we are able to see in the sky. That lightning is actually intercloud lightning. And the third one is that intra-cloud lightning. That is lightning embedded within a single storm cloud. So this is actually intercloud lightning. Within the same cloud, the lightning occurs between the two oppositely charged layers of the same cloud. This types of cloud lightning is called intra-cloud lightning. Okay, so we have learned three types of lightning. These are very, very important. Out of these three, there are some more types of lightning which occur in the nature, but these are the three most common form of lightning which occurs in the nature. Clear? Then there are some precautions we need to take to protect ourselves from the lightning. Before going to discuss the lightning conductor, we need to know what is earthing. The process of transferring of charge from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. So lightning conductor is working on the principle of earthing. Okay, it is a device used to protect buildings from the effect of lightning. Okay, so other precautions which is already given in your textbook, so just read the page number 189 so that you will get a clear idea about the other types of precaution. Here we are just focusing only on the lightning conductors. Okay, actually a metallic rod taller than this building installed in the walls of the building during its construction. This is actually lightning rod conductor, and one of the end of the rod is kept out in the air. Okay, and the other end is buried deep inside the ground. Okay, the rod provide easy route for the electric charge to the ground, so that we will be protected from the harms of lightning, because the electric charge flowing from the lightning will be easily flows through this route and finally it reaches to the ground. So this is the way how this lightning conductor works. Okay. Now the second phenomenon we are going to discuss, that is earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth which lasts for a very short time. It is caused by the disturbance deep inside the earth's crust. Okay, it is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth which lasts for a short time. It is caused by the disturbance deep inside the earth's crust. This is the structure of inner earth. You can see earth has different layers. Okay, this is the first top layer which we are seeing, that is crust. So if there is any shaking or trembling occurs inside this portion, then that shaking is called earthquake. Under this crust, mantle is the then outer core, then inner core. This is the structure of the layering which inside the earth. Clear? What caused disturbance inside the earth? Let's see the reasons behind the disturbance take place inside the earth. There are many reasons, so we can discuss one by one. The outermost layer of the earth is not in one piece, it is fragmented, and each fragment is called a plate, and it is also called tectonic plates. More details of this tectonic plates you have already learned in geography, so we are not going to discuss that. We can directly go to the reason behind the disturbance. And these plates are in continual motion. When they brush past one another, there will be a shaking. Clear? If two plates are brush passing one another, then there will be a shaking. Second possibility, or a plate goes under another due to collision. So here you can see two plates are colliding each other and one plate is got under the another. So during that time also there will be a disturbance. Okay, and this disturbance that shows up an earthquake on the surface of earth. Then the third possibility, that is tremors on the earth or the shaking on the earth, also caused by when an volcano erupts. Okay, you can see during the volcano eruption, these plates, the outer portion of the earth is get separated. So during that some time there will be a shaking. Or a meteor hits on the earth, or an underground nuclear explosion is carried. But these are the less possibilities. The most earthquakes are caused by the movement of earth's plates. Clear? And there are a lot of precautions that can be taken to reduce the destructive effect of the earthquake, because there are many incidents which happen in India, especially on the October 8th, 2005 in Uri and Kandahar towns of the North Kashmir, and it has caused a huge damage to the life as well as the property on Clear. So there are a lot of precautions that can be taken during the construction of our house, especially in the earthquake prone areas. All these precautions are discussed in the page number 194 and 195. So just read that. We are just focusing only the science behind it. So let's see some terms which are related with the earthquake. First one is seismic zones, and the boundaries of place are the weak zones where the earthquakes are more likely to occur. So these regions or zones are called seismic zones. In India, the areas most threatened are Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the whole Northeast, etc. Many places are there. Some of this given in your textbook. Just read that. Okay. And the Richter scale. This is the scale or unit which we are using to measure the destructive power of the earthquake. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of the magnitude. On a scale is called a Richter scale. Okay. The seismic waves. The waves produced during the tremors or the shaking are called seismic waves. And then seismograph, the instrument used to measure the destructive power of the earthquake. The construction and the working of the seismograph is clearly explained in your textbook. So just read that portion, even though that is not the part of examination. Just read that, okay? Then the destructive earthquake have magnitude higher than 7 on the Richter scale. The most earthquake have magnitude less than the 7. Because of that, they have not yet noticed even. So, but some earthquake which have higher magnitude more than 7, like 8.59. So in that case, it causes damage on large scale to the human life as well as to the property. So these are the major natural phenomena which we have discussed, lightning and the earthquake. With this, I am going to wind up this video. So just read the textbook for a more detailed explanation. In the next video, I will come with another chapter. Thank you all.